Welcome back to the So What Show, guys. We're coming back out of The Mother Plane by Elijah Muhammad, The End of War. All right, this book right here. We'll get started here shortly. Going to give you time to share, like, hit the notification bell for future reference as we gonna get us some music here together. All right, y'all ready? Let's get started. We may go more than one. All right, let's go. The end of the war. The end of the war. Article number 3, August 3rd, 1973. What can we expect at the end of the war? We're gonna start sharing already. What can we expect at the end of the war? Okay. Paradise or hell. It's more than one type of war, too. Don't get it twisted. Paradise or hell, a bad condition. See Bible Daniel 9:26-27. And at the end of the war, desolations are determined. And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. The desolate. Let's look up desolate. I know what it means, but let's look up the dictionary word of it. Desolate. Of a place deserted of people and in a state of bleak and dismal emptiness. Barren, bleak, stark, bare, dismal, grim, desert, desert rather, waste, arid, sterile. Wow. I know in the book say God seen the people out in the streets like wasted dung. Desolate. Make a place bleaky or depressingly empty or bare. Devastate, ravage, ruin. Leave desolate, leave in ruins, destroy. Okay? And at the end of the war, desolations are determined. And that determined shall be poured upon, and that determined, see, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. This is like saying do not expect healing ointment to be poured on the sore that has been made. You will not get healing ointment. Instead, you will get a worse sore. We're trying to find a job for the unemployed soldiers who are returning from the war zone, if they have a chance to return. This will be one of the worst headaches for the government that she has ever received. With unemployment mounting so fast, it will create revolution. And everybody will want to divide the government up into pieces, and every leader will want to grab a piece for his part to try to muster some kind of government patterned after his own way of thinking. desolation. If we are going to suffer deprivation in a country that has been the pride of the nations, this will make it altogether worse. For everybody will be thinking about the way that they used to live and the freedom and the privileges that they used to have. And this will make anger rise up in the midst. What I am trying to show you is that the prophet Daniel, let's look him up. That the prophet Daniel cannot be wrong, because the desolation that is determined to be poured on the most desolate is aimed at the place in which we now live. And just remember that you cannot expect paradise here when such condition of desolation is headed toward America. America. And since we cannot make prophets' words other than the truth, we expect this desolation, and we are receiving this desolation now. And the way to hasten such desolation is to confuse the heads of government. And if we see this confusion of the heads of government as plain as the five fingers on our hand, and if we have only one finger on our hand, we can see that the government is confused and cannot find a way out in peace with its daily and nightly. We see and hear what they are doing. It is a confused time of the governments, of which the citizens look to for guidance. And how can the head guide if it is not at peace with itself? Everybody regrets talking about the woe that is heading toward America and the woe that is in America. But America brought this woe upon herself by not doing justice to her black slaves. Allah God wants to pay America for her injustice to her lowly black slave. Slaves. Allah God wants to pay America for her injustice of her lowly black slave. Allah God is not bringing this woe on America because of her injustice to nations outside of America. He is paying America for her injustice to we, the poor black man in America, the black slave. America has not received much woe yet for how she killed outright the poor black man in the South, Georgia. Don't look more like Captain America, look more like, what's his name? Something Lander, Homelander. America has hated her black slave worse than she hates rattlesnakes. America has given her black slave every evil and indecent name that she could think of, while yet her black slave has been her safety ground. America does not want to admit to her trouble, for her black slave is still here. But there will be no jobs for anybody. One calamity after another. Talking about they ain't gonna have no job. You ain't gonna have no job. Befalling America. When she thinks that one calamity is going out, another is just entering. These constant calamities will continue until America is on her hands and knees admitting that Allah or Wakba, Allah is the greatest. Every prophecy of the prophets prophesying of destruction is aimed at America. This is dreadful and awful trouble that is divinely focused at America. I say to you, my black brothers and black sisters, seek refuge in Allah. Fly to Allah. Come follow me. I ask you to help me to help you. But you would rather see your money fall dead in the white man's hands than to offer it to me to try to help make some bread out of the earth for you. Remember, the end of the war desolations are determined. Keep waiting with your disbelief and doubt. You shall soon come to know that what Elijah Muhammad has said to you is most certainly the truth. With that being stated, family, we'll be coming back next time with Old Will, Part 1. Messenger Muhammad's analysis of Ezekiel's will. I was gonna go further, but I think that's enough for you to dwell on that message. And with that being stated, keep your heads up, stay focused, and come on out here, see me clearly. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing to have something like that as backup. All right there, family. Peace.